So today we're gonna be doing the W line. Let's get started. So the W train. There's actually a lot of history. Oh, I didn't know part suspended. And we're gonna be talking about the W line today. Starting at Astoria Ditmars Boulevard, and the W train was actually absent for 6 years because of, I don't know, reasons. I think it was like financial crisis. It was when the W train got cut off between 2010 and 2016, and the Q train used to go to 96th Street went to Astoria Ditmars Boulevard before going to 96th Street in 2017. So at Astoria Ditmars Boulevard, you could transfer to the N train and it's a terminus station. And now let's go on to Astoria Boulevard.
Ditmars Boulevard. This is a Manhattan-bound W local train. The next stop is Astoria Boulevard. This is
So at Astoria Boulevard, there's an express track to it. And yeah, you could transfer to a bus at LaGuardia Airport. Now let's go into 30th Avenue.
Astoria Boulevard. Transfer is available to the M60 bus to LaGuardia Airport. This is a Manhattan-bound W local train. The next stop is 30th Avenue.
30th Avenue was a closed station and reopened. Now let's go on to Broadway.
This is a Manhattan-bound W local train. The next stop is Broadway.
Broadway was another closed station, and there's another one on the G train. Now let's go on to 36th Avenue.
This is a Manhattan-bound W local train. The next stop is 36th Avenue.
So at 36th Avenue, there's not much history at 36th Street or 39th Avenue. So let's just go on to Queensboro Plaza.
This is a Manhattan-bound W local train. The next stop is 39th Avenue. This is a Manhattan-bound W local train. The next stop is Queensboro Plaza.
At Queensboro Plaza, you could transfer to the 7 train, and it's the last station in Queens. Now let's go on to Lexington Avenue, 59th Street.
This is Queensboro Plaza. Transfer is available to the 7 and N trains. This is a Manhattan-bound W local train. The next stop is Lexington Avenue, 59th Street. This is Lexington Avenue, 59th Street. Transfer is available to the 4, 5, 6, F, and R trains. This is a Whitehall Street bound.
So at Lexington Avenue, 659th Street, you could transfer to the F and Q trains. And it's the first station in Manhattan. Now let's go into 5th Avenue, 59th Street.
W local train. The next stop is 5th Avenue, 59th Street. This
At 5th Avenue, 59th Street. This station's on 5th Avenue. Like at 5th Avenue, 53rd Street. Now let's go into 57th Street, 7th Avenue.
is a Whitehall Street bound W local train. The next stop is Midtown 57th Street, 7th Avenue. This
So 57th Street, 7th Avenue used to be called Midtown 57th Street, 7th Avenue because it was in Midtown Manhattan. We are actually just entering in Midtown Manhattan. I think Midtown Manhattan is like in the middle of Manhattan. And the Q train used to actually go here before going to 96th Street and Astoria Ditmars. Now let's go into 49th Street.
This is Midtown 57th Street, 7th Avenue. Transfer is available to the Q train. This is a Whitehall Street bound W local train. The next stop is 49th Street.
So 49th Street, it's popular of their red brick wall. Now let's go into Times Square, 42nd Street.
This is a Whitehall Street bound W local train. The next stop is Times Square, 42nd Street. This is Times Square, 42nd Street. Transfer is available to the 1, 2, 3, 7, A, C, E, N, and Q trains. Transfer is available to the shuttle to Grand Central. Connection is available to the Port Authority bus terminal.
So you can transfer to the 1, 2, 3, ACA, and QR trains, and the shuttle trains. Now you can transfer to the BDFM. Now let's go on to 34th Street, Herald Square.
This is a Whitehall Street bound W local train. The next stop is 34th Street, Herald Square. This is 34th Street, Herald Square. Transfer is available to the B, D, F, N, Q, and V trains. Connection is available to PATH.
So you can transfer to the PATH trains here. And the BDFM trains. Now let's go on to 28th Street.
This is a Whitehall Street bound W local train. The next stop is 28th Street. This is a Whitehall Street bound W.
At 28th Street, it has some really nice artwork on the wall. Now let's go on to 23rd Street.
Local train. The next stop is 23rd Street. This is a Whitehall.
So at 23rd Street, there's another one on the EFM6 train lines. Now let's go on to 14th Street, Union Square.
Street bound W local train. The next stop is 14th Street, Union Square. This is 14th Street, Union Square. Transfer is available to the 4, 5, 6, L, N, and Q trains. This is a Whitehall.
So at 14th Street, Union Square, you could transfer to the 4, 5, 6 L, N, Q, R, and W trains, and the M14. Now let's go on to